This video is about write polynomial functions through given zeros. We know that for polynomial functions, there is a general form and also the factoring form. For factoring form, we have a as a leading coefficient, then multiplied by x minus roots. Write a polynomial function of least degree that has the given zeros. Remember, for given zeros, the factor will be x minus c. Therefore, for -2, we can write down x plus 2. -4, I can write down x plus 4. And 5, I can write down x minus 5. Assume f of x equals a x plus 2 times x plus 4, then times x minus 5. When x approaches a positive infinity, y approaches a negative infinity. This is an AND behavior. We know AND behavior is determined by leading term. Therefore, look for the leading term for this polynomial function. We have a times x times x times x. Just find the leading term for each factor. Then we multiply. We got the ax to the third power. The graph of a polynomial with the leading term ax to the third power has the same AND behavior as x or negative x. We know that the graph of x is like this, negative x like this. For given information, when x approaches positive infinity, y approaches negative infinity, it will be this one. Therefore, we know that a less than 0. Let's choose a equals -1. Therefore, f of x equals -1 times x plus 2, x plus 4, then x minus 5. This is the polynomial we are looking for. And you also can change into general form. You can working on the FOU. For example, do these two together. We got the x squared plus 6x plus 8. Then you multiply by this x minus 5. Then multiply by -1. Do the FOU like this. X third power minus 5x squared. Then plus 6x squared minus 30x. Plus 8x minus 40. Then you combine like terms. You will get the x third power plus x squared minus 22x minus 40. Then you multiply by this -1. You will get the fx equals -x third power minus x squared plus 22x plus 40. Normally, this factoring form, that's enough. But if you want to get a general form, you can working on the FOU you get this. This is just optional. Now let's go to 20. Write a polynomial function of least degree. You are given 3 roots and also passing through these points. According to the conjugate root theorem, 5i is a root, which means negative 5i also the root. Therefore, for 20, we can write down the factor for each root. That will be x minus 2, x plus 5, x plus 5i, and x minus 5i. We know that a plus b times a minus b. You will get the a squared minus b squared. And a plus bi times a minus bi. It equals a squared plus b squared. Therefore, we're working on these two first. You will get the x squared plus 5 squared, that's 25. We can write down the polynomial as a factor form, that is a times x minus 2, x plus 5, then x squared plus 25. According to this information, f of negative 1, it's equals 26. For f of negative 1, I plug in this, which means for every single x, I need to change into negative 1. Therefore, I got the a, negative 1 minus 2, negative 1 plus 5, negative 1 squared plus 25. You will get a times negative 3 times 4 times 26. Since f of negative 1 is equals 26. Therefore, if I'm looking for a, you have to divide it by negative 3 times 4 times 26. Then reduce. You will get the a equals negative 1 over 12. Therefore, for f of x equals negative 1 over 12, x minus 2 times x plus 5 times x squared plus 25. When you write down polynomial function in factoring form, remember no complex number and also no irrational number. Therefore, we always multiply this first. Now let's go to 21. 1, negative 3, negative square root of 6 are the roots, with y-intercept negative 6. First of all, we know conjugate root theorem, and square root of 6 also the root. We will write down the factor form for each root. We got x minus 1 times x plus 3. Then x plus square root of 6 times x minus square root of 6. According to this conjugate multiply formula, we know this 2 is x squared minus 6. So I got the x minus 1, x plus 3, then times x squared minus 6. I will put the a before this factor, get the f of x. What's the meaning y-intercept negative 6 means f of 0 equals negative 6. So I'm looking for f of 0 now. Change every single x into 0. I will get the a 0 minus 1, 0 plus 3, 0 squared minus 6. Get the a times negative 1 times positive 3 times negative 6. Get a positive 18a. Since f of 0 equals negative 6, so I put the negative 6. Then I divide by 18 both sides. You will get the a equals negative 1 over 3. Therefore, for f of x equals negative 1 over 3, x minus 1, x plus 3, and x squared minus 6. Now let's go to 23. The roots are given 2 square root of 5 minus 1 and also negative 3 minus 4i. Remember, we have a conjugate root theorem. Therefore, the conjugate for 2 square root of 5 minus 1, we change into a plus square root of b form. We got the negative 1 plus 2 square root of 5. Therefore, the conjugate of this irrational number will be negative 1 minus 2 square root of 5. The conjugate for negative 3 minus 4i, it will be negative 3 plus 4i. We know the factor form is always x minus c. For negative 1 plus 2 square root of 5, you have to write down x minus negative 1 plus 2 square root of 5. After we did a distributive property, you will get the x plus 1 minus 2 square root of 5. Just check the pattern. Basically, we need opposite of negative 1 and also opposite of positive 2 square root of 5. That's how we get the factor form. Using the same pattern, I can get factor form for this one. That will be x plus 1 plus 2 square root of 5. For these two complex roots, we can write down factor form. That will be x plus 3 plus 4i times x plus 3 minus 4i. And we have to do the FOIL for these 3. You will get the x squared plus x plus 2 square root of 5x. For these 3, you will get plus x plus 1 plus 2 square root of 5. And for these 3 multiply, you will get the minus 2 square root of 5x minus 2 square root of 5, then minus 20, because 2 square root of 5 squared, that will be 2 squared is 4, then square root of 5 squared is 5, that equals 20. Oh, you need to combine like terms. Remember, any term with the irrational number will be gone. 2 square root of 5x, negative 2 square root of 5x. 2 square root of 5, negative 2 square root of 5. Then you combine like terms. That will be x squared. X plus x, that's 2x. Then combine like terms for these two, you will get the negative 19. Now let's do the FOIL for these two factors. We have these 3. You get the x squared plus 3x minus 4ix. This 3. You will get plus 3x plus 9 minus 12i. Then you do this 3. You will get plus 4ix plus 12i minus 16i squared. We know that I squared equals -1. Therefore, for this one, that means plus 16. Then I combine like terms. Whenever you have I, that term will be canceled out. These two gone. These two gone. Then combine like terms. You have x squared plus 6x. 9 plus 16, that's plus 25. So I can write down the f of x equals a times x squared plus 2x minus 19. Then x squared plus 6x plus 25. According to the given information, y-intercept is 25. That means f of 0 equals 25. Therefore, we're working on f of 0 now. You will get the a. Whenever you plug in 0 for this x, this one you will get the -19. This one you will get the 25. Because 0 squared is 0, any number times 0 will be 0. F of 0, that's 25. We plug in. Then you got a times -19 times 25. Don't rush to multiply by these two, because after you do the divide, you could reduce -19 times 25. -19 times 25. See, we can reduce here. Therefore, you can write down a equals -1 over 19. Therefore, I can write down f of x equals -1 over 19. Then x squared plus 2x minus 19. And x squared plus 6x plus 25. This will be the polynomial we are looking for.